Welcome to this Reiki session for cutting cords and removing karmic debt. When you're ready, just open yourself up to the energy coming from the video. This is Reiki, Ray, Universal, Ki, Chi, Life Force Healing, Universal Life Force Healing, Vital Life Force. To remove karma, we must remove the ideas of duality that are programmed into us. Light and dark, good and bad, yes and no, black and white, hot and cold. And understand that these things are simply a matter of perspective. What do I mean by this? I mean, let's take hot and cold. If you're out in winter and your hands get cold, and you go and run your hands under a cold tap, it feels hot. Yet on a warm day, that same temperature will feel cold. That is perspective. Something can appear to you white. Some clothing. Until you put a white piece of paper in front of it and you find the piece of paper is whiter than the t-shirt. Perspective. So to remove karma, we must understand it is purely about perspective. Using this to cut cords perspective means we have two sides to every story. We have the victim, and we have, let's call it, the hunter. The victim has no control, the hunter has the control. Yet, when we lose the perspective of the victim, when we choose to understand that these cords are attached to me because for some unknown reason to me, I cannot let go of them, rather than someone has attached themselves to me or something has attached itself to me, and I can't do anything about it. If you can feel the subtle energy, that cord you feel coming out from you, attaching you to something, allow the energy you are feeling to come from your screen to flow to the point of that cord, either where it is rooted and attached to you or at its weakest point. Allow this energy to flow to one of those 2 points or both. through intention and the use of this energy. Allow the cord to dissolve. Once it is dissolved, the cord has been cut. Once it has been cut, move to the next cord. That karmic debt, you feel you hold. Now, of course, when we're talking karma, we're not talking about anything that happened in this life, because karma is about past lives. Karma is what you bring from your previous life. Correct? Anyone that says karma is, no, I did this person wrong and so it's coming back at me, that isn't karma. That's cause and effect. That's a misunderstanding. That's not karma. But we can do it with that too if you wish. Take this energy in a very similar fashion. Find the point in your body, focus, scan, draw this energy to that point. And allow this energy to interact with that block, that trauma, that karmic tie. And just allow it to connect and flow. Now here, dissolving might not be quite as easy. If we think of that block as a block of ice, a solid density, by adding the energy you're drawing from this video, it's like adding heat to a block of ice. Heat is energy after all. As we add energy, the ice starts to melt. The molecules, the water molecules, become excited and start to expand. That is what is happening. Perhaps with ice, we could say contracting. Water's a funny one. But for most things, they expand, correct? Science class. So then it becomes softer, liquid. But as we keep allowing this energy, this Reiki, this universal life force energy to flow into that point, more and more and more, we move from a liquid, or from a solid, to a liquid. The molecules excite more. For water, they heat up. For us, we could feel some heat. We could feel some release. We could feel some tingles. We could feel some emotions bubbling up in the form of tears, anger. Allow those things to surface. Do not fight them. That is like, as the water gets hotter, it starts to boil. And those bubbles are allowing the release of these energies. And then when we get to a certain point, the liquid, the water, starts to evaporate. Does it not? It turns to gas and disappears. Just as that trauma, that block, whatever we want to call it, of that karmic debt has been held through generations or lifetimes. It slowly melts and evaporates. And then when it is gone, it is gone. When we release karmic debt or transgenerational blocks, so not from your past lifetimes, but rather from your ancestors, the release is very powerful. There is going to be a lot of energy flowing for you. Much like an atom bomb going off, there is a massive explosion of energy. So if we learn to ride that wave, not only do we release that karmic debt, that block, we can use the release of those massive amounts of energy to follow our intuition, to raise our vibration, to manifest much. If we do this successfully, we may find for us, or perhaps not for us, for the people around us, that are also around you as that wave of nuclear energy flows. Some powerful things can happen as if by magic. You truly understand the power of the subtle energies, of the universal life force energy, for removing karmic debt, for cutting cords, for releasing traumas, for de-armoring. And you harness this power whilst it is around, whilst we're releasing. We can create some awesome changes within our lives or for those around us. Just keep working, cutting the cords, adding that energy, dissolving the cords, or to melt the block. Keep adding energy to that liquefied blockage, that trauma. Keep adding, keep adding, keep adding until it starts to bubble and evaporate. Once it does, if you have more, keep going. Use it for the next one and the next one and the next one. And if you do not finish everything within one video, which, let's face it, is highly possible, and very simply come back, repeat the process, either by looping the video, setting a button on your phone, right-clicking the play button on your computer, and keep going. Or just come back every single day, keep doing this, a session every day, for as long as you need to do it, until you feel all the cords, all that karmic debt, all those traumas have been cleared. You are doing trauma work and you find this isn't quite enough for you. This is a video after all, it's not as strong as doing things live. You wish to go deeper into de-armoring, or even further. Come join me at the Awakening Energy. Come take a de-armoring session, or 4. Or simply just work through with this video, cutting those cords. And of course, we cut the cords. Now, once karmic debt is released, it doesn't come back again. Transgenerational traumas, too. But with those cords that need cutting, we interact with people daily. And those interactions can cause more cords to be formed. So if they are, you feel them, simply at the end of the day, come back to this video, using the energy from the video to help you dissolve and cut those cords. Such a simple thing. Going a little bit longer. Just remember, if you find these videos helpful and useful, share them with other people. Share the video. Write a comment about your experience down below. Of course, if you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, it's going to help you receive more of the videos. If you really enjoyed the video, remember we have the new, on YouTube, hype. Not just like, but hype button. Which is like 10xing a like button, apparently. So click that. A while longer. Let's keep going. As we are releasing these things, we use that natural channel of releasing on the exhale, and we use the sound. Perhaps even connecting the voice. It will help anything to dispel from the body. moments longer. Wow, it's good going. See you in another.